Hi, I'm SWEENY MURTI for Yankees On Demand, presented by AT&T. Welcome to the month in review for June as we break down the Yankees pitching staff. And their starting staff has shown steady improvement during the course of the summer, led by three guys at the top in June. CC Sabathia, Michael Pineda, and Masahiro Tanaka. And Sabathia's revival is pretty impressive. He is making a case for the All-Star team. Sabathia had a strong month in May and really just picked it back up in June with a couple of blips on the radar along the way. What's been the key for him in 2016? A couple of things. First of all, it's health. That started at the end of 2015 with his knee and the brace that has been placed on it, making it more stable. It allowed Sabathia to feel like he's healthier and able to finish pitches, and those pitches are certainly working in 2016 as well. His arsenal is not quite the same as it was in the early 2000s. The fastball's lost a few miles an hour, but he's still dialing it up into the low 90s when he can. The cutter or slider, whatever you want to call it, and the changeup have always been key to Sabathia's success, and they are again in 2016. You know who he's pitching a little bit like? Andy Pettitte. Sabathia has had conversations with Pettitte over the last few years, trying to adjust as he gets older, and it seems to be working for him in 2016. Michael Pineda came out of spring training with high hopes, but got hit a little hard in April and May, turned it around in June. Over his first 5 starts in the month, he gave up a total of 10 earned runs. Pineda's off-speed pitches are better than they were earlier in the season. Plus, he's got a little of that swagger and confidence back that you saw at times in 2015 when he was at his dominant best. You can tell when Pineda's feeling really good because he walks around the clubhouse with a big toothy smile after each start, and you saw a little more of that in the month of June. Masahiro Tanaka is still the ace of this staff, and although he hasn't displayed the dominance that he did in 2014, he is still the one pitcher the Yankees can count on every time out for a solid start that keeps his team in the game. Tanaka's business-like approach is really quite remarkable to see. Same demeanor before, during, and after his starts. Tanaka's never quite satisfied with his starts unless he shuts the other team out, but that's the approach you want to see from your ace. The strength of this Yankee team has been the back end of their bullpen. They finally unveiled their big three in the month of May, and their dominance continued in the month of June. No Runs DMC was on full display at Yankee Stadium. Dellin Betances is the one guy you've known has been there for the last couple of years. All-Star 2 years in a row and maybe 3. Aroldis Chapman is new to the Yankees, and he lights up that radar gun. Even his teammates look up at the board to see the 102s and 103s every time he gets into the ballgame. Now, opposing hitters have had no fun facing either Betances or Chapman, but believe it or not, the best of the three could be the guy in between those two. That's Andrew Miller, last year's closer, this year's setup man, and on a historic pace in 2016. Miller strikes out a lot of batters. He doesn't give out free passes. In fact, his strikeout-to-walk ratio for this season would be a single-season record in the live ball era. There's a good chance you'll see Betances, Miller, and Chapman all at the All-Star game in San Diego in July. For Yankees On Demand, presented by AT&T, I'm SWEENY MURTI.
You can see more Yankees On Demand and scoreboard content by clicking here. And you can subscribe to our YouTube channel right here.